Peace, infinite waters, diving deep. Once again, we are out here, baby. We're in nature. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. Can you be yourself? 10 signs you're never yourself and don't know it. Do you wake up at 4 o'clock, trip up before you go to the bathroom, then stare for a really long time in the mirror, and then say, "Who are you?" We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Let's dive into it. Now, we often get told, be yourself, and that's so cliche, but you see, what's helped me along my journey is to realize that our authenticity is where our real power lies. And I'm not 100% there yet either. Okay, so I'm going to share with you signs I know when I'm not myself and what's helped me along my journey. You see, as babies, we were 100% ourselves. We didn't have a filter. When you wanted to cry, you would really cry until you would wake your parents up. Ask them about it. When you really wanted to laugh, you would laugh. And everybody in the room would start laughing with you and say, "Oh, how cute." After a few years, things started to change. And then we began to move out of our true authenticity. So in becoming your greatest version, what's helped me is to realize that our authenticity is what will free us, what will strengthen us, and what will make us feel really happy, so we can all start laughing like babies again. All right, that would be great. Let's do that. What's the first sign you're not yourself and don't know it? Highlight. You only show people the highlights of your life. And that was me along my early journey. I wanted to show the world how perfect I was. I have everything figured out. No, I don't. I'm going through a lot right now. But who wants to say that? Because we all want to be perfect. Perfect is an illusion. Okay, sometimes you might post a picture on Instagram and someone might see that and think you've got a perfect life. But you know your life isn't perfect because you still have challenges. And I realize every single day I've got challenges. And when I smile, when I smile, I'm not smiling because I've had an easy life. I'm smiling because I've had the strength to overcome a difficult one. Slow motion that side. And it feels fantastic. You see, in diving deep, I talk about all kinds of stuff most people wouldn't even dare to talk about. Indigos, the third eye, past lives. Yeah. And I'm not just showing you highlights. I'm diving deeper with you. You see, a lot of us, we just show people the cover, the surface. But what about the depth? Slow motion that side. I'm a Pisces. So that means I know what you're going through. I'm full of compassion. What I have found to be the most helpful to people is to show people that actually it's okay to cough when you make a video. That's fine. Who said that was a crime? It's okay to go through stuff. You don't have to pretend like your whole life is 100% perfect. Okay? I talk about every single subject you can imagine. And that's why I connect with so many people, because I'm more relatable. People know that my life isn't perfect. They remember me back from 2012 when I was really going through some stuff, baby. And I'm still going through some stuff. But at the same time, I'm always in the process of becoming my greatest version. Therefore, it's moving me in the direction of becoming stronger, in becoming more authentic, in becoming more liberated. What's the second sign you're not yourself and don't know it? You don't have a problem in the world. Oh no, you don't, do you? No problems. You're perfect. I have a lot of problems. Like every day there is a new problem in my life. But guess what? I got a solution on standby. But you see, a lot of us, we live our lives and we show people only what we feel they want to see. We tell them things like, I'm fine, which only means fearful, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. You've never been fine in your life. Look at you. That's what I had to tell myself. So now I say I'm evolving. I'm becoming my greatest version. ING, becoming. We're not there yet. What is more important than the destination is the journey getting there. So I'm still working on myself every single day. I'm still evolving, and it's amazing. Because you see, what really helps you to grow is to take a look at your problems. Ask yourself every single day, is there something I can do that can help me become better than who I was yesterday? Ask the question right now, baby. What's the third sign you're never yourself and don't know it? 7-Day Vegan Challenge. You are afraid to show the world your strange eating habits. Let me share a strange eating habit I have with you. Like, I don't eat and drink at the same time. Why? Because it dilutes the hydrochloric acid in your stomach, therefore making digestion a lot harder. That's strange, right? Yeah, it's strange, but I'm telling you, because I'm being myself. You see, I'm a vegan of over 11 years. That's just a label. I eat plant-based foods. A lot of people know that. Why do I keep saying that? Because once again, I am showing you my strange eating habits. Now, there are a lot of other people who eat a plant-based diet, but they never talk about it because they don't want people to judge them. They don't want to be ridiculed. Over 64 billion animals are killed every single year, so I'm proud I'm a vegan, baby. It feels fantastic. Can I get a hello there? No shame here, baby. I love mangoes, papaya, watercress, dandelion herb. Okay? Now, the more you begin to express and share your food journey with the world, you will start to connect with more of your reflections, because it starts with the food. The awakening starts with the food. Do you know how many people have written to me? I get thousands of messages every single day. Oh yeah, Ralph, what? I changed my diet and all of a sudden I think differently now. Oh, I get it. I told you, that's what happens when you wake up with a bunch of grapes in your mouth. You see? What's the fourth sign you're never yourself and don't know it? Every single day you wear a mask. Guess what? I wear a mask too. Everybody wears a mask. The only problem though is that you feel you are your mask. You feel you are this person, this label society has given you. In ancient Greece, people would wear a mask in a theater, and they would talk through their mask, their persona, which means per through sona, sona sound, persona, talking through the mask. Slow motion that side. But that was the earliest form of acting. That is beautiful because we are all actors. But what happens when you come home and you don't take off the mask? What happens when the mask now becomes you? What happens when you actually believe you are that role you are playing every single day in society. You can't brush it off when really and truly that's not who you really are. So what helped me along my journey was to say, okay, it's great to role play, like have an alter ego. That's beautiful. That's another part of who we are. But also realize it's just a role. It's not entirely who we are. And that's what freed me to become my greatest version. So take off the mask, baby. And then, oh my goodness, you see what you look like? I told you. What's the fifth sign? You're never yourself and don't know it. You are afraid to express yourself in your job. As a psychologist, I worked in a school. I help people with autism, children with ADHD, and I still do that. People of all races, colors, doesn't matter who you are. If you're an alien, I'll help you. Okay? Look, I was in the staff room one day and we were talking, and I'm like, I really want to talk about the third eye right now, but I wonder what these teachers would think of me. So I just said, let me stop. I was silent. And I was talking about things which I didn't really care about. Okay? And ask yourself, am I doing that right now in my job? At lunchtime, you know what it's like. Everybody around the table talking about random stuff you're not interested in, and you're acting like, no. You aren't resonating with that. Admit it. So what freed me along my journey was to say, actually, let me start sharing a bit more about who I am in my job. But what is my job, Ralph? What is your job? Like, I don't work. I live a lifestyle. So I said, I'm only going to surround myself in an environment that complements my energy 100%. Slow motion that side. So I had to leave that environment to be free, which helped me move more into my true authenticity. Express yourself, baby. Number 6, you're never yourself because you can't be yourself, express yourself with your friends and family. Okay? Are you always in a large crowd and you're the silent one? You're the silent one, aren't you? Aren't you? That was me. I used to be real silent. Everybody would be talking, laughing, and I would be like fake laughing and talking too. That wasn't me. I get it. You don't want to be alone. None of us do. But at the same time, I would rather be alone than with people who don't really know who I am. That's just me. And that's what I learned the hard way. You see, I grew up and I would be around different people. I would be around friends, but they didn't know how weird I was. Like, I talk about indigos, the third eye, crystals, all kinds of stuff. And I was thinking these same thoughts when I was like 10 years old, 12 years old, okay? Imagine me saying that to my friends then, okay? Yeah. Now, you might be going through this right now. You might be in a large crowd, a large group of friends. They're all talking about the game. You're thinking about how I can help the planet, okay? But you're not telling them that. You're just silent. So what freed me was to say, actually, I'm going to start talking more about what I really am thinking. And once I started to do that, I attracted the cat down the road. I started to connect with more people who are on the same frequency as myself. And it felt fantastic. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So ask yourself, are you really in the vibe of who you are when you are around people? Or are you just pretending? Like, be honest. Like, I can't fake anymore. Like, it's so hard and annoying. Like, look, this is me. Take me or leave me. I'm asking you that. Take me or leave me. Think about it. Okay. What's number 7? You're never yourself because you would rather for other people to accept you for who you're not than accept yourself for who you are. I'm very different and I accept myself. But there was a time where I didn't want to accept myself. I just wanted people to accept me. I would do everything. Like I wanted to be really tidy at work, come in dressed and everything. But then when I would go home, I would just like wear bandana. Okay? I love Tupac. Look, that's what it's like when a lot of us, we're trying to make our feet fit in the shoe and it's just not happening. It's really stressful, isn't it? So I made a vow to myself to say, look, no more. I got to accept myself 100% because I've got to live with me. You see, the reason why a lot of people have a lot of psychosomatic stress is because they're living upstairs. And that goes on to number 8. You're never yourself because you care more about what others think than what you think about yourself. Slow motion that side. Don't worry. I used to be exactly the same way. I used to say, look, I only want people to see me in a certain way. Once again, the highlights, not the midtones, not the shadows. So, why do we want to control what other people think of us so much? Because we want to control, period. Control is the greatest illusion. Control comes from the ego, which is the false self. The longest journey you will ever take is from the head to the heart. Slow motion that side. So I had to say to myself that, look, the perception I have of myself is greater than the perception other people have of me. And once I realized that secret, I move more in the direction of my true authentic self. And I'm still working on it every single day because let's face it, a lot of us will become so conditioned. Okay, you want to get the A, you want to get the top mark, you want to be perfect. Not perfect, but perfect. Getting influenced by the cat down the road. Okay, look, I'm gonna cough right now. I'm here to show you that it's okay. You see, we are drawn to people who show us the struggle. People know me from back in the day. That's how I connected with so many people. Because people know that my hair used to be all over the place. I used to just make videos butt naked. Yeah, all of that stuff, right? People know. People know. The ninth sign, you're never yourself and don't know it. You have become disconnected from your true emotions. What are we talking about when we say emotion? Energy in motion. You can't feel yourself right now. You don't know what you want. That's why so many people can't find their true purpose. Don't worry, happened to me along my journey. I was struggling for a long time, sleepless nights, tossing and turning, sleepwalking too. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life because I was disconnected from my true emotions, the energy in motion. As a Pisces, who's really compassionate, as an empath, as a sensitive soul, that is my greatest strength. Why? Because I know exactly what I want. You see, your emotions are your inner GPS. They tell you what you're going through right now. So imagine turning that off. Now you have become desensitized, disconnected, and cold. We have become strangers to each other, many of us on this planet. Some of us don't even know our next door neighbor. Who the hell are you? Nobody knows. Don't worry about it. Okay? Get to know your neighbors. But you got to get to know yourself first. Study everything, but study yourself first. This is what's helped me along my journey. I realized that I was, for a long time, in the wilderness, disconnected from feeling because I felt that being vulnerable was a sign of weakness. So I had to dive deep. And I started diving deep. And guess what? I inspired so many other people to dive deep because my mentor inspired me to dive deep. Okay? And that's the whole secret, people. Get in touch with your emotions. And you can only do that when you are in an environment that allows you to express your emotions. Slow motion that side. And lastly, number 10. The 10th sign you're never yourself and don't know it is that you think you're a label. I'm a vegan. Who says that? I'm a psychologist. Who says that? I'm an indigo. Who says that? I'm a doctor. Yeah, I say it all the time. You see, labels is how we define ourselves. But once again, these are the roles we are playing. You can say, I'm a banker. Yeah, you are. But that's not all who you are. Okay, you could say, I'm a nurse. I'm a physiotherapist. Yes, you are. But that's not all who you are. So what I've realized, going back to the role playing, labels are man-made. We are infinite. So even though I'm a psychologist, I'm a vegan, I'm this, I'm that, I know I am infinite. There are no words that can define me. Especially not one word. Maybe a billion words, and that still won't even get close. We're infinite, baby. People say I'm black, I'm white. I'm like, do you even know that race was created by Blumenbach? You gotta study, baby. You gotta do the research. All this separation to keep you divided. We are energy underneath everything. And that's what's freed me. That's what's helped me become my greatest version. But more so, that's what's helped me become more authentic. So be yourself, baby. Be yourself. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Yeah. We are out here, baby. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You!